It just opened its dining room to the public, and that is good news for you. Charlie Tinker is inside the kitchen at the Rockwell Lake Lodge in Luther with more on what could be the definition of a hidden gem.
You know, when you look at this building, which is just so uniquely Northern Michigan, just a truly rustic lodge, you see such an opportunity to disconnect from the larger world, to put the email down, to put the phone down for a few days, and just to relax and reconnect with nature. I'm Charlie Tinker at the Rockwell Lake Lodge, where that is what they are all about. That's their philosophy. And part of the way they do that is with amazing food and ingredients exclusively found in Michigan. We're going to take you inside the kitchen to see how they put this together and tell you more about this amazing experience.
We're a 10-room lodge, very nicely done, but we're also sitting on 650 acres. So our whole focus is getting you out, experiencing nature, kind of connecting our lodge to the land.
Accomplished partially with what Rockwell explains is the very first restaurant in Michigan that pulls 100% of its ingredients from within its borders.
This is a almond brown butter with thyme.
Massive rough-hewn timber beams pull the eye into the yawning chasm above, and below explore a space painted with that quintessential up-north feel.
It's a really comfortable building, but also you step out the door and you're connected to this beautiful land.
The lay of the land is something you'll find beyond every window, which often trace the contours of the wispy green limbs shimmering overhead. Unpack, unplug, and drink in the simple quiet.
We're well off the road. We're down an old dirt road. We're really reserved. So people kind of come here to disconnect, to unplug. We do have really, really good Wi-Fi service here, but most people do come to read and kind of unplug and recharge. So the biggest comment we get from our guests is just the peace and the serenity that they feel.
Our guests, a lot of them come from Metro Detroit, come from Chicago, have never been to a place this far out into the middle of nowhere. So one of my roles is to introduce people to the Michigan wilderness. 10 miles or so worth of trails, the 50-acre lake, boats, kayaks, canoes.
Among the stainless steel, the same effort to forge a connection.
Connect people to the land, to the state, kind of our heritage.
This is a venison shank. It's been braised for about 3.5 hours in a mixture of Founder's beer, coffee, a little red wine, and some garlic.
Executive Chef Eric Benedict put in 4 years as a butcher before swapping out his knives for a smaller set.
We cut all our own steaks here in-house, so this is actually right off the loin of a cow.
Year-round, everything on our menu is sourced from a Michigan farm. So we change weekly with the seasons. We've got our own garden here, so we're always pulling stuff from that. We've got relationships with some of the Amish farmers and some local vegetable growers, so you're always going to get something different here.
The Rockwell's weekly menu change never strays far from the rustic.
I'm in love. It's a dream because we get to be so much more creative and we get to focus so much more on quality. It's not just how many plates of food can you kick out a night. It makes my job so much more fun.
Blaze a few trails of your own. You come back with a bit more than you brought with you.
Not a lot of flash. It's, straightforward. You got your grits, you got your carrots, you got your venison, and a little sauce, and that's it. Not meant to be pretentious, just straightforward, cooked with a lot of love.
Our focus is to bring you in, get you an experience that you're not going to get at a traditional hotel setting.
Inside the kitchen, I'm Charlie Tinker.